Sneako has said multiple times, even in his most recent rant, that he does like my content, though I'm pretty sure he just says that to cushion the blow and like tiptoe around it, like before insulting me.
Yeah, that's real alpha, tiptoeing around people's feelings. A real alpha would do something like this. I didn't care for the Charlie Clones meme. It wasn't funny.
Explain yourself. What didn't you like about it?
It insists upon itself, Lois.
What?
You'd have to excuse me, I'm having some dental issues, but I didn't want to leave you guys high and dry, so I thought I'd cover an easy one today, even if it is a week late. Hello everyone, I'm SP, and I don't typically care for YouTube drama. Yes, it's a cash cow on this side of YouTube, you know, the commentary side, and so I either don't have time to cover it, or I don't care. And if I don't care, I'm not covering it. But this one took a turn. Critical versus Sneako. Now, I really didn't pay this one much attention either until I saw Charlie pulling out guns, essentially telling the Sneako guy to pull up. And so I guess I had to have a look at why this was going on in the first place. So that's what we're doing today. We're checking out the original video that started this whole, well, not the original video, because apparently, I'll get to that later, but the video that basically started this whole situation 3 months ago. So it is a little bit old, but I mean, we're going back to the beginning, so. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's get it on.
I mean it when I say I didn't really want to talk about today's topic. It's just some medium rare internet beef that I think is just kind of worthless to go over, but so many people keep bringing it up to me that I feel I should at least talk about it to some extent.
Relatable. And here I am making a video about it myself. In this video you may hear me talk a lot of trash, which is customary on this channel, but I do believe there's a clear person in the right. Apparently this Sneako guy has said some really foul stuff, and I just want to get to the bottom of it.
The main topic involves a banned YouTube creator that I'm sure you've all heard of before. His name is Sneako. A lot of people compared him to like a diet Andrew Tate. He recently got banned, and he still does make content elsewhere. And recently he started targeting me because I made jokes about his friends on the Fresh and Fit podcast.
Sounds like clout chasing, to be honest. I really do hate when people jump on something that has nothing to do with them. Pot calling a kettle black here, but excuse my journalistic tendencies.
It was such a goofy piece of fan fiction. It felt like he was begging to be humiliated and made fun of, so.
Oh, those guys. Yeah, I really gotta get into the alpha male scene. It's so cringe, but at the same time, it's really hard to tell who's being serious and who knows it's cringe. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just stay away. So I guess that's the beginning of all of this. Sneako snuck his snout in a situation that was sans him. Cringe defends cringe. Now the situation does go way deeper though. There's some defense of the Cuties movie, that gross ass shit. Some cuckoldry, guns being drawn. It's like a Tarantino movie.
I know Sneako doesn't like that nomenclature. He never calls himself an alpha male and thinks that it belittles him. But his fan base is and has been red-pilled and thinks of him as like a no-nonsense kind of guy who tells it like it is, a man's man.
Cringe defines cringe.
I'm pretty familiar with Sneako, probably more so than a lot of his more modern fan base is. I first became aware of his content when he got mad at me a couple years ago because I was criticizing a movie called Cuties. For those that don't know, Cuties was a movie that went to Netflix, and it was basically just softcore child porn.
Ah, there that part is. Yeah, the whole Cuties situation was weird as hell. The movie is about not sexualizing children, and so we'll drive that point home by sexualizing children. Mignons makes My French Blood look really bad. I never covered it because it was during my big break, so zoot.
It became a movie that was only enjoyed by legitimate, real, self-admitted pedophiles. And I made a video talking about how gross that whole situation was, and Sneako made a response to it saying that the outrage around this film is misplaced, and it's actually a good movie.
Americans are like, this is deplorable. I saw this commentator, Penguinz0, who I actually like. There's not a lot of good commentators, but he's like, this movie is deplorable. There's nothing good about it. There's nothing. And it's like he didn't even watch the movie. It's just like he only saw the clips that were going to piss him off. Or he just got so triggered by the provocative imagery that he just, deplorable. Come on, man. Like, don't you see the reasons why she's doing what she's doing?
Again, sexualizing children is bad. I get that they were making the movie to make that point, but that sounds like covering le cul, you know, their asses, and you're clearly missing the point here, dude. He's going with the breaking omelets to make eggs point, which in my opinion is a good point, but there's a limit, dude. And that's what these alpha males don't understand. They go to the farthest extreme to prove the littlest point. And like that's what makes them cringe as hell. Also, the contradictory nature of the whole alpha male thing is pretty cringe as well.
Sneako has said multiple times, even in his most recent rant, that he does like my content. Though I'm pretty sure he just says that to cushion the blow and like tiptoe around it, like before insulting me.
Yeah, that's real alpha, tiptoeing around people's feelings. A real alpha would do something like this. I didn't care for the Charlie Clones meme. It wasn't funny.
Explain yourself. What didn't you like about
It
it?
insists upon itself, Lois.
What?
Now, I think that's for the end of where this video matters. I did see some stuff on Twitter, and there was some other, videos where people responded and shit. So we'll look at that.
The thing about Cuties is it's not an unrealistic film. Like, yes, it shows children in a sexual way, but this is not unusual now.
Ugh, get him out of here. So the rest most people already know about. It's the part that everybody was jumping on, everybody was paying attention to. So I'll go through that very quickly, but feel free to pause and read. So this happened. I don't really like a couple of these guys anyway, but once again, cringe recognizes cringe. Then this happened, which in my opinion was funny because you don't typically see Charlie get this upset about anything. You could slap his girlfriend and spit in his mouth and he'll just make some half-baked video about it and call you a butthead. Flawless response, obviously, with real-world examples, citations, stated and proven facts. You know, the whole 9 yards. Definitely not a last resort kind of response when you don't have anything to say back. And then more mindless name-calling. Like, I like my shit talking with a side of truth. I feel like NPC and Soy Boy are some of the lowest hanging fruit in terms of insults. Half-baked. Then Sneako goes on stream and dances with a gun and a cigar. Literal clownery. Literally looking like a clown with his feelings hurt. I think Smokey Robinson made a song about this. And so Charlie did this.
And I'm sorry to be that guy, this is like the grammar police of guns, but he's a fucking imbecile, you absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute fucking dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips, you look fucking stupid here.
Now, there was a response to Charlie that I left out. I left it out because it got covered to shit, basically. And the response was pretty shitty itself. Sneako just insulted Charlie's appearance and said something racist and never made any points about that meant anything. But Charlie's pulling the unbothered, I'm fine strategy, which is really annoying because you were bothered enough to pull guns. So, I guess it's good to disengage now at this point, but I don't think I've made it clear whose side I'm on, and obviously I'm on Charlie's side. I mean, if I sided with Sneako, then I'm siding with the Penguinz movie, and that's not happening. My opinion of Charlie, though, I don't like the guy, I don't know him very well, I don't trust him, to be honest, I don't like his content as much as I used to, and cringe recognizes cringe. Can we get another Goatsy reference? I do think this drama was important, though. I mean, YouTube drama was getting to the point of drawing guns. And then also, it was an interesting look at the fragility and the insecurity of the alpha male scene. Once again, that fake, I'm fine unbotheredness. Also, don't defend diddler flicks. Go outside and touch grass. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.